Hey everybody, welcome back to another video today. Today I just want to be doing some product research again and again. Um, just wanted to teach you guys the skills again that I use to find a product and see if we can actually find something today. We've been kind of struggling a bit to find some things. I did find a couple opportunities in my previous videos, but without further ado, let's get right into it. Like and subscribe, and let's do some product research and find a product. Today is a great day for us. We are doing $450 so far in revenue. Just thought I would show you this to show you that I'm actually an Amazon seller. There's some people that teach Amazon that don't even show you their sales, and it's kind of not transparent because they could just be trying to sell you a course and trying to just get your money. But I just wanted to show you my sales because I've been doing this for 5 years and I make practically a full-time income off of this, and I'm actually super excited to announce to all of you that I'll be releasing a Patreon hopefully this week that will have my product opportunity list of products I would launch a brand in that are all check marks for me, and how I would differentiate them. And then I'm going to have a one-on-one mentoring. And then for the people that are really wanting to get results as quick as possible, I'll have a mastermind, essentially a very, very select few that I see every single week on daily calls or weekly calls. But we'll also have just a separate one-on-one as well. We can hop on a call with me every single month for a while and we can talk. But anyways, let's get back into it. I just thought I would announce that to you guys. Let's talk about product research. So a lot of people don't teach this right. They say, find a product with high revenue, low reviews, a market that's new, nobody's selling in, and just make it better. While that can work, what essentially tends to happen is when you make a product better and you eliminate the branding part of it, somebody else can just recreate your product, get it for cheaper in China, and undercut you in price by $2 or $3 just like that in a matter of a month after you releasing. And then there goes your whole idea, and there goes a lot of your revenue, and then that's how a lot of businesses fail. Where businesses succeed is you create your own story, your own brand that matches the customer, who is an enthusiast customer, somebody who is willing to spend more, or it's a hobby, something they are passionate about. Gardeners, boxers, anybody, whether it's a hobby, a sport, or if it's a problem you're trying to solve. I remember we found a roach gel in one of our previous videos, and how that's an issue that goes on in somebody's household, and how they would love to probably be willing to spend more for something that is way more effective, right? Or just has a really cool package and branding. Because there's a particular emotion that comes up during that. But we are trying to find that specific customer, right? We're not trying to find somebody that's willing to spend less. And this is so important for you guys to know. You probably won't find this information in a lot of places because a lot of people aren't willing to share it or just don't know it. So I just wanted to give you guys the transparent knowledge from my 5 years of learning what markets people tend to do really well in. My mentor taught me this, by the way. So shout out to him. But in our categories, you can see that I kind of did a lot of these markets that are enthusiast customers. So we got health and household, people who want to be healthy, home and kitchen, people who want to improve their house or such, industrial and scientific, kitchen and dining, and then patio, lawn, and garden for gardening stuff. We can also do pet supplies too. I don't know why I didn't click on that. We got arts, crafts, and sewing too. And then we got automotive as well for people who care about their cars. So just thought we'd do that. And then when we product research, there's multiple criteria, again, that I want to look for. I want to see that the market conversion rate, right? People who search into the market are converting well and not scrolling, right? So typically when we go into product opportunity explorer right here, if we went into, let's say, we'll go into roach gel, that one that we just were talking about. We want to see a search conversion rate in the market at least above 7% because we know that our listing with good photos, great branding will do way better than 7%. The industry conversion rate average on Amazon is 10%, so I'm sure we could do way better than that. But we don't want to find a market where people are just scrolling because that's just lame. They're just clicking and blowing your advertising spend off the roof, and then you're just wondering why you're not converting. So for Roach Gel, it actually has a great conversion rate of 8.7%. And we actually went over this in a previous video, but just wanted to show you guys this is actually a great example of a great search conversion. And then for search volume, we obviously want to find something with great search volume as well as a low cost per click that we're spending on our ads. And I remember we found this market way back and actually checkmarked all of these. So we want to find a market very similar to this. Let's wait for this to load real quick. But essentially, we want to find a cost per click too that is very low, because if we're making, let's say, $13 or $15 in profit, right? And we're selling a $35 product or a $38 product, we want to know that our cost per click isn't $2. So if our conversion rate's 10%, we're not spending $20 and losing money on orders, right? We want it to be like $1 or less. So with our 12%, 13% conversion rate, we're still profiting maybe $4 or $5 on the ad side. And then our other 50% of orders can come organically. So we have two lines of money flowing in for us, and not just one hopefully doing well and the other we're losing money, and then you kind of average out and you kind of just don't make anything. So right now, like I said, we want to make sure this search conversion rate is low for all these. That is what I meant for suggested PPC, just thought I would show you guys that. And Rochelle actually has 10,000 search volume. So that, like I said, this is a great market itself, but we want to find markets just like these, all right? So without further ado, I'm going to just be scrolling down. I don't want you guys to have to wait 5, 10, 15, an hour, a day. You get the point. For me to find something, but this is essentially what I do, is I'm reading the titles of our search terms and saying, is this customer actually willing to spend more? Travel iron? Probably not. Full-size quilt? Maybe. That's more of a design base. It's hard to know the exact design of a quilt that somebody wants. Air cleaner? Maybe. Vacuum for car? No, they want the cheapest one. Cooling sheets? Nah, they want the cheapest one. Office chairs for clearance? No, they want the cheapest one in high quality. They don't really care about branding. They just want a nice chair. Chain link fence privacy screen. Again, like, the customer isn't really that passionate about that. They're not like an enthusiast, I'd say. Corner bookshelf? Nope. And I usually find these markets like from gels, like we said, the Roach gel, of course. A solvent, it could be a lot of different things. So usually things that you can edit very well, and they're not like physical products like chairs or this or that. So ceiling curtain track, whatever the heck that means. Hummingbird water fountain, that's like kind of close, because some people like birds a lot and are very into birds, but I just don't see people, like, there's a specific type of hummingbird rack that it just doesn't seem like somebody would be willing to spend more on this, is what I'm trying to say. But we'll come back to that. By the way, for search criteria, sometimes when there's over 200 results, is I'll increase the more than 10,000 in revenue and how many competitors are doing that to like 7 or 8, because essentially I want to know that the market is spread and there's not one brand taking up all the revenue, because then like it's hard to compete inside the market if just one person's taking all like the piece of the pie, So, and then for reviews, I don't really care about that, honestly. It's whatever. For price, I actually forgot to put this. I want to do between 25 and 45. I want to get my unit cost when I buy from a supplier for at least like $3 to $5 or even $6. And typically you'll get that for around a $25 to $45 product, maybe even $7. I want my margins to be above 40% essentially. By the way, if I'm scrolling and when I'm doing this and you guys see something, comment down below and I'll give you guys my whole analysis on the market and reach out to you guys. So I'll also put my email in the description if you guys find anything that you have questions on, and as well my Instagram. So if you guys just have questions, any questions at all, do not hesitate. Please email me. I'd love to hear from you guys and know who you guys are and help you guys out. So I also want to create a free part of the Patreon where you guys are willing to ask me questions and all that. So like a separate spot where there's extra content as well. Because I just want to give back to you guys. It's really important to help you guys out. And because I was in your same exact spot of trying to find, a specific product. And it took me a year and a half because, one, I didn't know too much. And yeah, so It takes so like this is like 99% of it is finding your product. How am I going to do the branding? And then it's just rinse and repeat with inventory. So I've always kind of been a fan of supplements a bit. I don't know exactly what this type of supplement is, but the reason why is one, you could get like a 20% repurchase rate. So you have incoming recurring subscribers if they like your brand, and you can always make it a little bit more organic or better with supplements. You can figure out what's kind of slightly wrong in the market and make it a little bit better, or just have incredible branding and packaging and a cool label with a character and everything. So supplements is never something I like to take out of it. My only issue with supplements sometimes is when I look into the suggested PPC, it's sometimes just way too high. I don't know why. And so supplements can always be an opportunity. And again, we may not find something today, but as long as we know the fundamentals of finding something and the skills, we will eventually find something. Be like, some of these are just, I can't see this being a customer who's willing to spend more. I always am thinking about who the person is and not what the product is, right? That is the biggest mistake that we all make. Small fish tank. It's very specific, but again, I don't think people would be willing to spend more. You know, it does interest me though with this. I never like physical products a lot, right? But give or take, if somebody's making 800 orders off a price that's double or triple of what the other competitors are, then obviously they're doing something right. And it does tell me like there's a lack of branding in this market as well. So this could actually be an interesting opportunity because maybe you have like your brand logo and a sick package right next to it. Obviously these people did packaging itself. Like maybe you could implement the two in the photo, and that might be a little bit difficult, but easily. And you can have your own design too, which is cool. Is you could like split test, right? One thing you could do on PickFu is you could split test on different like shapes and designs that if somebody who owns a fish would like, and then whatever one gets the highest amount of votes off of 100 or 200 votes, you would do as that design. So that's what the power of split testing, to get out of our own opinion of what we think is work. There's us, and then there's a whole audience that feels way too. So we must always listen to that. But it's crazy because some of these high-end ones, like look at this. This is like a very high-end one, $80, and people are willing to spend more. So that's definitely telling me the customer does care about their fish. This is definitely like a market where I am like, okay, for small fish tank, what is our search conversion right now? What I would expect is it's kind of low because it's a higher priced product. But if it's over 5 or 6%, I can imagine maybe getting myself to an 8 to 10% market. And here's the thing, with that high price of a product, you can always get a great profit off of that if you have an 8% conversion rate. Fish tank. Here's the thing is I kind of want, so here's the problem, right? This is what I was talking about. Fish tank has a 0.3 search conversion rate. That is not good. That's horrible. That means it takes 300 clicks to convert for an order. So that's why looking at all these areas, guys, is so important. I can't express it enough to you guys. Nobody does this stuff too. And this is why I want to create like a whole free group for us to be in, and we can always ask questions to me and to each other of these types of ways, and like what is the search conversion of this market, and I can get back to you very easily. Because you have to be a seller to have this extension, but I'm always here to help you guys. That's very important. So I can't find this small fish tank. I can find the small fish tank filter, but that's not exactly what I'm looking for. So we're going to go back to the drawing board. Blue dog food. When did dogs like blue dog food? Okay, well, anyways. So I know killing flies is definitely something that people don't like to have in their house, but I don't think having gun in your title would be a good idea. Advion gel. That's a brand. So obviously we're probably not going to find something today, but thought I'd be transparent with you guys into the whole idea of all this and just like the process and the organic process of what this all takes. Like, I just want it to be as authentic as possible with you guys of what this is really like, because this is not easy. But when you find it, it is that perfect market. Your odds of doing well are great. Like, if you nail the branding down and everything, and your customers, enthusiasts, everything like that, like it's game over. You can do well. So, what is Scar Gel? That is really cool. What the heck is... How is somebody willing to spend $145 for this? Advanced scar treatment. Okay. This could be an opportunity. It might be like you create a brand to help scars. A cool like name. That's because all the branding, like another criteria I look for, guys, is like I want to see that there's boring marketing on the first page. So like when I release something that's really freaking cool, it sticks out like so easily because everything else is boring, you know? So we'll go back to square one again. But testosterone supplements for men. You know, like I've always felt like this was a great market, but I know the cost per click is so high for advertising, and there's 49,000 people, so I would just be spending through the roof on ads probably. So, solar spotlights, hair vitamins for hair loss for women. Now, this is something better. This is definitely a customer that might be willing to spend more. Absolutely. This is definitely like the best market I've found for sure. I need to check all of these search conversions and do all that, and we could do that another time because we have been in this for a while now. But this is an example one of a enthusiast customer because one, they are really caring about their hair health, and it's a woman, and it's a specific customer that we would target. So that kind of helps us with our branding, right? So in our next video, in our further videos, we're actually going to dissect this market and we'll go through the approval stage. So stay tuned for a video this week, guys, on how we will dissect this market. We'll look into the opportunity explorer. I'll tell you like everything I think about this market as well. But so far, this is a plus in general. But overall, if you guys liked today's video, the authenticity is really what I'm trying to bring to you guys. And like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed it. Just going to keep showing you guys the truth of what it's like to product research and the right way to do it, and not just the typical way that everybody's teaching on YouTube. I'm here to bring an authentic view. So like and subscribe. I appreciate you guys. I'm excited to release my Patreon this week, hopefully, and we'll let you guys know when that's released. And I'm excited to dissect this market too. So you guys have a great day. Stay positive minded. Everything is so important. And hope you guys have a great week. Take care.